I want to talk about this really cool manifestation technique that I've been practicing a lot with recently, reality shifting. What is really cool about it is that in any instance, you can directly see the effects of you shifting your reality. I always talk about manifestation. The world and the reality that we live in actually consists of frequencies. There are different frequencies of reality that we can tune into, and there is a constant alignment of the frequency that we emit with our brain, which is our emotions, our feelings, and the reality that we live in. So if we want to reality shift, it is about making that little adjustment in your frequency in order to align with your desired reality. When you apply it, so I'm going to explain to you how it sort of works or what I mean with this reality shifting. When you apply it, you see the results instantly. You immediately see the reality shape according to which reality you're shifting in. So once you start to practice with this reality shifting, you'll get better and better at it, because you will see that it is actually working immediately in front of your eyes as you are applying it. And when you have that proof and that faith and that belief in this reality shifting, you can use it to quantum jump or quantum leap to much higher levels of reality, the realities where you have all of your desires or where you live your dream life. My name is Davy. I am a PhD student in chemical engineering at the University of Cambridge. In my free time, I love to study things about psychology, self-development, the law of attraction. I love making videos for you guys explaining this, but I want to help you more than just providing content. And therefore, I've created a 5-week self-development course. This is for the people that need that sort of guidance and structure and my help in terms of where to start, what practices to implement, where to start with. It can be very overwhelming when you just enter this self-development world and you're like, where do I even start? So in this 5-week course, step by step, day by day, I am guiding you through an identity shift into your highest self. Check out the link in the bio if you want to find out more about that. Let me now get into this super cool technique that I've been practicing with a lot, which is reality shifting. As I already said in the introduction, we can think about the world and the reality that we live in as a frequency. So currently, the reality that we see around us is the frequency that we are tuned into. And that all has to do with our emotions, which is the frequency that we're constantly providing to the world. And there's a constant resonance of frequency. So through our emotions, we are tuning in to reality. It is almost like our emotions are the TV remote control, and the realities that we can live in are all of these TV channels, and we're constantly tuning in. Now, what this reality shifting is about, and you have to practice with it before you will believe me, because it almost sounds insane. What this reality shifting is about is that the reality can literally change in front of your eyes when you decide to tune into a different emotion. So let's say something happens and you're getting really annoyed, or you're getting really frustrated, and you're getting really irritated. Now, at those moments, I remind myself of reality shifting. What is happening when I am expressing these emotions of frustration and anger and whatever I'm feeling at the world, the reality will adjust. I will get more circumstances that are going to make me angry. I am going to get more circumstances that are going to call out that frustration in me. If I'm, for example, trying to achieve a certain goal, an achievement or a monetary goal, and I am expressing frustration with my current results, they're not meeting up to my desires, I am getting more of whatever I am admitting. Now, when we remind ourselves of reality shifting, we, at the very instance that we feel a specific emotion, anger or frustration, we switch to a higher frequency. And the most easy and most accessible frequency that is easy for us to get to is gratefulness. So in those moments, try to find anything around you, anything that you can think of in your life currently, in your environment or about yourself, that you feel gratitude for. just literally artificially think, okay, like I'm a little robot, I am reality shifting, like, you know, make it a little bit sort of plastic, like make it a little bit manual. Think about it in a little bit of a physical, robotic sense. Like, it is physics. The law of attraction and tuning into different frequencies is physics. So just decide in that instance, I am going to tune into a different frequency. Let's say gratefulness. Let's look around and find something I'm grateful for. And watch how your reality shapes accordingly. Watch how suddenly things around you will change and shift. Let me give you an example where I recently used reality shifting. I was walking around in public and random thoughts. I was just thinking to myself, well, no one is really similar to me in this environment. I'm only seeing people that are very different than me, etc., etc. And then I reminded myself, reality shifting. So I told myself the opposite. Everyone around me is similar to me. Everyone around me understands me. Everyone around me loves me. And literally, it is almost like the people that I started to see after that were completely different, and I was in that same environment. But you have to really practice with this reality shifting and understand how magical it is in terms of, it is all about perception. So actually different things will start to stand out to you because you changed your thoughts about reality. But it is almost, to our perception, it almost seems magical, but because it is literally like, huh? I thought I was just in the same environment, but suddenly I'm seeing completely different people around me. People that I do resonate with, people that I do feel similar to or resonating with. And this is how magical this reality shifting is. Let me get you another example. There was a moment where I wasn't feeling happy about my work and I was feeling frustrated and where am I going, right? And then I reminded myself, reality shifting. I am so grateful that I get to do this work. What else would I be doing? Like, it's giving me purpose in life. Like, come on, we can always think, we can always shift our perspective, because that is really the core and the essence of this reality shifting. It is basically, you are consciously deciding to tune into a different emotion. The most easy accessible one is gratefulness. Secondly, you are changing your perspective on the situation. And with the faith, not that the situation is already different, but you understand manifestation and reality shifting from such a deep level, and practice with it first before you actually get to that level of faith and commitment. You know that when you decide to change your perspective, your reality will adjust accordingly. Different people will be suddenly around you. Different results will be coming in. So, sorry, let me go back to the example about my work. So I decided to change my perspective and suddenly I had a breakthrough, or I received a specific notification with something that was actually showing me how well my work was going. But it first started with me deciding to reality shift. So I really want to emphasize this word reality shifting, because I want this practice to stick in your brain as a sort of like magic little wand, because that is truly what it is. And this is the way I practice with it as well. I constantly, whenever things are not going the way I want, or whenever I'm experiencing emotions that aren't the ones I want to feel, I literally remind myself of this very physical, arbitrary process like a remote control, and I call this reality shifting. Let's shift my frequency, let's shift my perspective, let's shift my feelings, and then see what will happen to the reality around me. Literally, people's behavior towards you will change. Results that you're getting from your work or whatever will change after you change your frequency, or after you reality shift first. Practice with this. I want you to start to practice with this reality shifting. And I can explain it as much as I want, but you will only believe it when you see things will literally change in front of your eyes instantly when you change your frequency. It can change in the very same instant as you decide to change your frequency. Now, how can we change our frequency? Our frequency is our emotions, right? And it is like the way we cause how we feel, or the way we tune our frequency, is through the thoughts that we present to ourselves. And here we have a little bit of control. Here we have a little bit of power. We don't always have control about what thoughts are presented to us. I see thoughts as like waves, you know, sometimes a high one, sometimes a low one. They're a bit chaotic. Thoughts are chaotic, but we do have the control that whenever a thought is presented to us that we don't like, we have the power to change perspective by thinking the opposite, by seeing and asking ourselves, how can we change perspective? How can I view this in a different way? How can I view this from a perspective of gratitude? That is the sort of most overarching, easy thing to tune into, because every single human at any instant, and no matter how shitty their life is getting, can think of something that they can actually still feel gratitude for, even if it is the food on your plate, even if it is the roof above your head, whatever it is, even if it is just gratitude for yourself, for showing up for yourself, for watching this video, for putting in the work, for wanting to improve. There are always things to find gratitude for. Now, when it comes to a specific experience, as I was giving that example earlier, where I was in an environment where I was thinking like, oh, no one around me is similar to me, I'm not really vibing with anyone here. And then I artificially changed my perspective, said the opposite to myself. Everyone around me is similar to me, and I resonate with everyone. And literally the people around me started to change. It is like, I was like, where are these people coming from? Like, what is happening? And that is reality shifting. And I keep emphasizing this word, reality shifting, because I want you to see it as this sort of artificial practice that you can use in any instant, at any moment in your life. When things aren't going the way you want, when you aren't getting the results or aren't seeing the things that you would like, because our brain is never satisfied. We always want more, we always want different things, the endless suffering of the human life. But I want you to practice with this reality shifting. Change your frequency by taking on a perspective of gratitude, or a perspective that is just the opposite from whatever you were previously thinking. Adjust your frequency, adjust your feelings, even if you have to think of your dog or your pet or someone that you love. Whatever you need to do to get yourself in a different feeling and frequency, and watch how your reality will recalibrate and adjust accordingly. And things around you will literally change in front of your eyes. Now, that was my little practice that I wanted to share with you this week. Practice with this and let me know in the comments what is happening, what things you're reality shifting with, because it is honestly the coolest thing when you get proficient with it and when you keep using it and keep getting better with it. And I also want to highlight that I know this self-development world is very overwhelming. A lot of people talk about meditation, or you need to do journaling, no, you need to do script every day, no, you need to do affirmations. And a lot of people lack structure. And for those people, I have created a 5-week self-development course. It is very all-comprehensive. And the beauty about the course is that I don't want to overwhelm you with a million practices at once. We do this in a very chronological, efficient manner. Each week we're working on different themes. So week 1, we're working on switching thought frequencies. Week 2 is about changing the self-concept. Week 3 is about ego and releasing past trauma. Week 4 is about mastering the manifestation techniques. And then week 5 is about making the final identity shift. So every week starts with an hour coaching video, and then you have daily journaling exercises and daily guided practices. And each week we focus on a specific different practice that we're going to perfect. And I am guiding you through the practices through audio tracks or through videos. And every day we are journaling specifically around that theme that we're working on in that week. And if you need this structure, and if you need this consistency, and if you feel like you resonate with my way of teaching, I want to give you my personal guidance through this course. You also have my personal guidance through chat. So in the course, when you're a member, you can chat to me and I'm helping you with everything. If you have questions or if there are specific things that you're struggling with, or if you need help in any other way, I am here for you too. Because I know that watching a video once a week is not going to make the right changes in your life. You need really a little bit of guidance and structure of how to get to a different version of you. How do you identity shift? And people that have done the course have been really positive. It actually has changed people's life, for which I'm really grateful. And I would love to help you change yours, which will stick with you for life. Link is in bio if you want to find out more about that. Thank you so much for watching if you made it up until here. Definitely leave me a like if there was anything useful and subscribe to my channel because that really helps me. And come follow me on Instagram if you want to see more about my personal life, whatever I get up to, maybe some random quotes here and there. And I would love to see you in my next video. Sending you my love.